I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakodash. We said that the apostles and elders are great Muslim well, and salutations solely Akim was the pushing wooden on truth and straight dean and the out in the constantly season and season with Shalom. Once again going to a little scripture here, a little breakdown, with the coronavirus going on around the world. You basically seeing the chaos it causing, how it's shutting down the countries, stopping on the groceries, the shops, the businesses closing and so forth. And we know all those things are prophecies, right? Because it's the scripture say there shall be no work and in Egypt, that's roughly paraphrasing that is in Isaiah, right? But one of the things was that majority or most of the countries that affected, even us here that are affected, because we have 50 cases right now as we speak, right? 50 something cases, because the government actually hiding certain stuff, right? And but majority of the cases, majority of the places with cases, what they are doing is actually the gatherings, the gatherings on the streets, the gatherings outside. They're keeping it a bare minimum. Some have it 10, some have it 5, some have it 2. I think Germany, I was reading an article yesterday that Germany have it for 2. No more than 2 people could gather, right? And one of the things that came to my mind was that they talk, even us here, they have an article that was stating about church gatherings and all these things, that it would be deemed illegal and it could be fined or in prison, and what comes to my mind is that we just be on the streets, we just be outside there, preaching. Some of the camps have more than 10, some of the camps have more than 5, more than 2. With our brothers who they by themselves, and they doing that. You can see where you could bring in the farm and the wood, because at the end of the day, we outside there, they come in and run you. They come and run you, they come and hold you, So that there, and they doing that, making it illegal and so forth. You can see where like the farm and the wood will come in, and that was a prophecy written in the scriptures. So this is Amos chapter 8 verse 11. You say, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So it will have those famines there, like the famine of bread, the famine of food, a famine of water. It would have that, because we already see in the grocery selling out, people don't know how to plant their own livestock. So you'll see the famine of bread. You will see that. You will see the famine of water, because we heard like the sanctioning how to give water and so forth, like taps and so on. We see in how the rivers are in our country are like drying up. Most will be contaminated, right? So those famines will come, right? But this famine the Lord talk about here is the famine of the word, the famine of this here and this word here, the scriptures, right? They say, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So you wouldn't be able to hear that. You wouldn't be able to see us on the streets. You wouldn't be able to hear this word, because we already seen what YouTube doing, right? And they already talk about, even with this virus, they're talking about people who on online putting up videos about it, conspiracy theorists and so forth, that they would be taken or banning and all these things. So you're seeing the Lord talk about this famine, and that famine is coming, right? This famine of the word. You say, behold, the days come to the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So this famine would come, and they wouldn't be able to hear this. You would not be able to hear this. Go online, because right now plenty people talking about, I saw plenty jakes talking about they're not going and take the vaccine, because the vaccine might have the chip in it, and vaccine will eventually. So where they get that from? You see them sharing videos about the chip and so forth. So where feel they get that from? You know, they get that from the apostles of GMS, and all the brothers, all the elders, and all the brothers coming straight down. You know, plenty people who do videos on money trip. You know, they was watching the videos. So when this family the word come, if I'm not hearing the word of the Lord, hey, your faith gonna be what? Your faith will diminish, because the scripture say faith coming by hearing the word, right? So when you can't hear the word, so then how you gonna build a faith? And that is why this place is going to be what? Faithless. You know? And that's why they go be running to and fro. You know, like headless chicken. Because the famine of the word is coming. You know, I have an article. I wish I could have put the article to this device, but the article was just stating that no church gatherings on the outside, more than a certain number, you know, and each country have a different number that they have. As I said, Germany, the last thing I saw about Germany was 2. Us here is 10, or I think 8. It are other places, but it has 5. And it has some places that are telling you, hey, do not come outside. Do not come outside. Right? And they set up certain things so that you can't come outside. You know, the army outside, the police, they catch you outside, they run you, they hold you, they charge you, they lock you up, you know. So it say, behold, the days come, said the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. Then they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. So yeah, they shall not find the word, because just to say, plenty people now start to get the idea that what the Lord was talking about. You start to see them sort of post precepts that the Lord did mention this about the plagues and this. So now they want to hear the word, but with the famine the word coming, they wouldn't be able to hear no more. You know, they wouldn't be able to get these breakdowns. So they will be what? They will be running to and fro to hear what else is going to come. What is the next thing to come? What is the next step to do? You know? You see, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord. See, yeah, so the scripture say what they did. And the scripture say they will run to and fro trying to see the word. You know? You see, and shall not find it. Yeah, and they won't be able to find it. They wouldn't be able to find it, because in the legislation, they say what? No church gatherings on the outside, and they eventually consider us what? A church. Right? No more than 10, no more than 2, you know? So you wouldn't be able to find that. You wouldn't be able to find these breakdowns. You wouldn't be able to find that to hear the word of the Lord. So they'll be running to and fro, looking for it, looking for the answers, looking for the next prophecy, looking for the next prophecy to happen. Right? And that is when the scriptures say what? Then shall they know what a prophet was amongst them. You know? As it has ever saying what? Too late shall be the cry. It was too late. Right? So, hey. So that's how serious it is. The things is, you see, all the things we happening with that corona, you're just seeing things, prophecies playing out side by side to it. You know, that ripple effect. You're hearing them talking about bringing in the ID 2020 to vaccine, to help with the vaccine. So that is what the RFID chip. So we're seeing it coming. We're seeing martial law. We're seeing insurrection. We're seeing how, we're seeing what the Americans bow the guns. So we're seeing what wars. We're seeing the uproars of the people. These prophecies playing out. So that's why I say they will be, when the scripture say they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord. They want to hear. They want to hear that word. They want to hear what coming. Where's the answer? Where's the answer to this? You know? As I say, the faith coming by the hearing of the word. And if you can't hear that word, so then how you going to build a faith? And they just the things to come to hear. You understand? So, you know, I go in there just to keep it short and simple, straight to the point. Family would come in. Understand? So that we give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakar Kodash. We see the monster apostles and elders agreements and well, and salutations to the Akamot to the push within our children, say Dean and the out, in our continent season, we say Shalom.